Hello and good evening, Charnaris. This is Mal. We know we're not going to get started for another couple minutes, but I hope everyone's having a very lovely, rainy, wet night tonight. So we'll go over a few things once it hits 7 o'clock, so we have another minute. But I hope everyone's having some fun, and if you're doing those radio missions, make sure you enjoy them. And I'm sure everyone can hear the chicken in the background because it likes to go off here at Radio Zenit. Mal has some new updates coming to you guys shortly. What do you mean you heard something beep? Okay. All right, it is now 7 o'clock, and we have 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have 1 hour until restart here on Neo Chernarus. And of course, just so everyone is aware, when restart comes, they usually kick you about 4 or 5 minutes prior to the actual restart time. And so I always like to give everyone a heads up, about 10 minutes till go on ahead and finish up, stop your driving, pull your things away, keep your lock on your gate. Because we all know that during restart, if you are dead or unconscious, you will wake up as a new freshie on the coast. And of course, as you all know, for my new players, welcome to Neo. I'm Mal. You can normally see my husband Kaz running through the things, but let's just go over a little quick reminder of the rules here. As you all know, this is a PvE server. We do have two PvP zones. They are located at Northwest Airfield and Tizzy. And for both players to participate in both these areas, you must be inside the fence line. And again, both players must be inside, which means you cannot be inside shooting out or outside shooting in. And of course, this is more of a fun PvP action area for you to get your feet wet before you decide to go onto the more modded servers. And as you all know, Neo has its very own modded servers. You can try Sikal. You can go to Livonia. We have Bitterroot. We have Nova Kostak. The Deer Isle server is still down, but you can see a part for it in the Discord. Be aware that is still being worked on by Kirk. He is the owner of the server. And of course, let me just take a look see here just to make sure I'm getting all my things covered. There's also Neo Clockwork, Pacific Northwest, and there's the general winter side of the thing. They're all modded servers. Some of them contain AI, some of them do not. I know the one on Bitterroot, AI at the Trader Zone is supposed to be a safe area. They keep you safe from zombies and they keep you safe from other players. If you were to attack one, they would kill you. But of course, when you get to the military AI zones in that area, they will go ahead and try to take you out. On Nova Kostik, I think the AI in the top part of the map is nicer than the ones in the bottom part of the map. Most of the players that go to play there are done with the PvE portion here and want to have a little bit more fun. But of course, with the AI, it is not, even though they are PvP servers, interaction is preferred. And of course, all the players get along very well because, you know, what's the point of fighting each other when you have AI to go after? They're a lot more fun to kill. And again, I have not been on the Sakal portion of Neo in a very long time. I should need to go on ahead and do that. That is a DLC mod that has to be bought separately. But if you have it, you can go on ahead and join. You can find the IP ports listed in the general page. And if not, ask anyone. Some of them have things they can share for you. Now, for those who do not know, Mal has been working on trying to get a boxing event coming up. Tomorrow, though, it looks like Ernie and Moots may be having a friendly competition at the current thing I have going on. I'm thinking in a couple weeks, so I'm looking at on Sunday, January the, oh, not January, February the 1st. It's a Sunday. I'm thinking about doing a boxing match event. It's probably going to have two events since I have only Sundays off at this time. I will probably do one on two different forms of the time zones. I can do one at 12 p.m. or 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and one a little bit later that evening. This way we have some European folks that can go on ahead and participate with us. I am still in the works, so keep an eye on the Discord for the updates on that part of my thing. Oh, and just a heads up, we cannot forget about General Classic. Any of our players that go from here to there, just remember that on Classic, it is a PvP and raid allowed server. You cannot spawn a car. If you would like a car, the best bet would be to go raid someone's base and steal their car. Now, there is some rules of etiquette, if you'd like to call it that, where if you go to raided servers, do not fully torch the place, do not just burn and destroy everything. Take what you want and go once you break in. That way, at least they come back, they have a chance to rebuild. And that's kind of how it should be like on all the other servers that do allow that PvP and raiding. But of course, for those who are interested, if you have any additional comments, tips, or tricks, or any of our other players that have been here for a long time have any event ideas, please hit somebody up. You can always place a ticket for one of the admins team saying, hey, I would like to see this event be done. With the new year and everything coming up, we are always open to new ideas about being done. Especially if you guys want to host the event yourself, just let them know and we can see what we can do about it. Which is why I have to wait for a full event for another couple weeks from now, because once events are head up, they have fast travel, so you can do / fast event to get you to where it's going to be, and that takes a little bit of time to set up. Now, of course, like I said, we all have everyone doing those radio missions. There's been a little bit of spam going on in the Discord, but it's getting taken care of. Net North Trader. It looks like Joseph set up a shooting gallery over at North Trader. He put 5 bottles down for people to shoot at him. In the boot of the Olga, if it runs out, knock yourself out. And of course, your newscaster just came in and got smacked by some random player. I would say random, but we all know he's truly not random. He likes to come in. It's domestic violence on the server, y'all. Not in real life, of course, but he does like. And and he likes to dance naked on the table in front of me. I'm sorry, not naked. Pants off. He took his pants off, and he's dancing. Because at least here on Neo, it is funny to watch that happen. That should be something we should do. I hope somebody named Kaz would go kill that chicken, because I'm really annoyed from hearing it. And he has his pants in his hands. Just taking a little look-see here, see what we got going on. And the chicken is... Oh, here's another mission starting. It looks like the chicken just didn't want to die. But let's see what mission we have going on. And for those that know, my friend Valerie hasn't responded on the radio for the last 2 hours. He's an excellent outdoor survivor, and I'm wondering if he's okay. Okay, y'all, this sounds like the tent mission. This is one of the fun ones. You can show up. You can go on ahead. You get there. You kill the zombies. When you get to the tent, you'll take the goods out of the tent, but do not take the tent. If you take the tent, it will despawn. And sometimes when it despawns, any loot you dropped on the ground right goes bye-bye with it. Alright, let's go ahead and check the Neo podcast we got going on here. Wow. That is a lot of blood out of a rooster. So for those of you who are online and looking at the Discord, go ahead and check out Mal's Saturday Night Podcast, and you'll see where Kaz decided to kill the chicken for me that was annoying the crap out of me. North of Vishnoi. Alright, does anyone here know where Vishnoi is? Let's go ahead and we'll pull up I Survive if that's something you're interested in looking at. You'll just go on ahead, type that information in. Vishnoi. Also known as Biblawo. It is west of Moglavecka, south of Starry Sober. So, this town where it is located is south of Stary Sober, just west of Moglaveka. So, if you are coming up from the north, you're going to take the. Depends on which way you're coming. It is the road between Stary Sober and Novi Sober. So, you're going to want to take the. It's right on the outskirts. So, if you're coming from Novi over to Stary, it's going to be your left. If you're leaving Stary, it's going to be on your right. You'll take that road all the way down to Vishnoi, which is where the tent mission is. And since it said it is north of it, there is a good chance it's right there along the tree line, just straight north. So if you're coming from the north, it'll be on your left. If you're coming from the south, it'll be on your right-hand side. Usually it's either in a field or on the tree line. That's where the best place to find it is. Hopefully we can get someone there to quickly solve it. Kaz is on his way. If any of you players can beat Kaz, I will give you 3 boxes of nails to beat him to that mission. This is a fight to race there. Let's see who is faster. Coming from Radio Zenit, he has a little bit of a leeway unless you are already in that area. And if you are there and you end up beating him, go ahead and make contact with him so he can let me know who you are. So I can see about giving you 3 boxes of nails. But remember, you have to beat him there and get the loot before he gets there. Let's make this into a little bit of a competition, shall we? Which is actually one of my favorite parts of doing the radio missions here. Not only can you get building supply loots from doing these radio missions, you can also get some decent guns depending on what they are. And of course, let me take a look here. Out, Bubba. Thank you. I hear a Santa crash coming over me. Alright, Santa Crash is right outside Radio Zenit. If anyone here is interested, you can still find some pretty good loot right there, as well as some fresh reindeer meat to go on ahead and cook up. So if anyone is interested, like I said, it sounded like it crashed right by here. If y'all give me just a moment, I'm going to go double check, and I'll come back with an updated news in a few minutes. Thank you. Oh, in the world day. No, I'm looking for the crash. Alright, yes, so it is somewhere right by me. I'm not sure exactly where the Santa crash went. I figured I'd go outside and take a look, but I did not see it. I know for a fact I heard it, and it sounded very close. So if you look at the iSurvive map, sometimes it will show you where the Santa crashes are. So let me go ahead and pull up the iSurvive on my phone to see if I can take a look. I tried looking just north of me, but I don't think I saw it there, which means it could be just south of me. Oh, upon with which, by the way, I discovered when I came out of the building, there was a Santa crash right outside here of Radio Zenit, which I thought was the most interesting thing. I had no idea it was ever going to be right out front. Scared the bejeebers out of me, honestly, but... So maybe I didn't go look far enough. Okay, no, that's a heli crash sign. There's that one. So it might just be... I'm trying to look for the symbol, y'all, so I can tell you. Let's see. I heard it, I swear. It's like right by me. Or somewhere very, very close. Like I said, you can find the symbols on I Survive, which is a lifesaver if you're not familiar with the map. What? It is northwest of me is the Santa where it is located. So if you look at the radios and out, I Survive and look just northwest, there is a little Santa Crash area there. So if anyone is interested in getting some whatever it drops, a few people have told me they have found some pretty decent guns and gear at a Santa Crash. So hopefully. I went outside. I didn't see the one right next to me. Hold on one second. I'm gonna double check by looking out the door. I hear more Christmas music. All right, I'm gonna go look on top of the building. I'll be right back. I don't see it.
Go look at the tower. Look for the blue light.
I am. I don't see a blue light.
Oh, you're not. I thought you were making arrows up.
I heard another crash though. There's like 2 of them.
Well, I'm at the radio mission right now.
Is anyone there?
No.
Oh. I offered them boxes and nails if they beat you.
Because right there is going to be where it normally is. Or on top of the building.
I was about to say, one day I came out, it was like the sleigh was like right in front of the building. Alright, folks, I am back. Again, I'm trying to look for that Santa Crash so I can tell y'all where to go get you some. I swear it sounded very, very close. I am at a crash location, but when I looked at it, excuse me, there was nothing on my building and there was nothing where I couldn't see the shiny light, but you know, it is beautiful daytime outside right now. So, hopefully everyone on the server here is doing well. Kaz told me he's already made it to the radio mission, hoping to see for some... No? He's... Oh. He's on his way there, and so hopefully everything is still free and available for those who get there first. And that rooster came back. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a very lovely evening tonight, and I know I'm just kind of wandering off a bit, which I do quite well. I think he gave me some I Survive coordinates. Let's see if that's the Santa Crash so I can get an update. Oh, okay. Anyway, I have no idea if there's any current trains on the coast. Brightwheel normally has a little thing going on down by him. Let's take a look here. Someone is killing people at STA right now. Alright, so we are going to go on ahead and take... Kaz is going to go ahead and investigate that. So let me go on ahead and let them know. If that is the case, folks, please avoid the South Trader area. We're going to go on ahead and tell insert name here to place a ticket so we can go on ahead and get the admin team on to taking care of that. If there is actual killing on the coast. As we all know, we have freshies that come in from other servers. They feel like they have to murder people, even though we all know they really don't. Alright, looks like Goblin was when they murdered, and looks like he's a fresh person. Why, hello, Goblin, and welcome to the Discord. And Goblin, if you can hear this, what are you wearing? Was the killer wearing? Is so the killer's dead? Um, Goblin on the Discord is the one who got killed. The dude was wearing a ghillie suit with nothing on the head. Okay. Anyway. Alright, Pete folks, so be careful down on the coast right now. Looks like someone is out killing. We are getting his information. Okay. Sorry, folks. I'm just sitting here on the Discord trying to get this stuff taken care of. So, as we all know, killing on the coast is not allowed. This is a PvE server, and we have some new players coming to learn the game in a nice, generally safe environment besides the zombies. Learning what meat you can and cannot eat, which, as we all know, bear and wolf meat is out of the question. Prior to one of the new updates, you were able to eat that in order to survive, but now they do not allow it. Oh, let me take a look here. Nope, still the same. Error on Deer Isle, which I heard was a really decent map because I wouldn't mind checking it out. I did try doing that one once on a Jurassic server. Do not recommend at all. Just because I wanted to see the map, didn't do well. I guess it's an issue with the map itself. I'm not sure. Once Neo gets it up and running, I am more than happy to go and check it out to let all my fans here know. And of course, if anyone here has any ideas about trips, and things they want to learn, how to build gates, little things that help you survive easier, please go ahead and post it in Mal's Saturday Night Podcast and let everyone here know as well. Take a look. Mm. The only downside to there being killing on the coast is the fact that I'm trying to keep up with that as well as answering questions because I'm also a moderator on the Discord. Anytime you guys have any issues, of course, go on ahead to the Discord and place a ticket. Put in all the information. It will be looked into by one of the admin team. The only part of the admin team I'm on is being a moderator on the Discord. So you get to see me posting random stuff. And of course, keeping out the little spam bots. So, and of course, now Kaz is on his way to the coast to help take care of that issue. So that radio mission he has never made it to. There is still a tent with lots of gear in it, as well as, which I need to double check something here. Okay, my battery's still good. I have a ton of deer meat on me. Yes, you're not supposed to eat the fat because you don't know unless you killed the animal where that fat came from. So I have a ton of the deer meat I got from the deer fat actually I got from one of the Santa crashes not long ago. One of the days I decided to come on in and log in after one of the times I did one of these Neo News, I found a Santa sleigh right out front here in the parking lot. Of course, it looked like someone may have already been here, but I picked up any of the extra loot and dropped it off at one of the traders so that if anyone else was interested, it was available right here. And of course, there is always the deer. I went ahead, put them all up, packed them up into the car, took them to North Trader, cooked them, and handed them off because I like to try to keep the traders stocked with food. As we all know, everyone likes to eat. Oh, itchy. And I like to keep the South Trader stocked with food to help some of the newer players out. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to go on ahead and start collecting bottles and things and putting them in there so they can have fresh water when they need it. As you all know, Turno and Electro are pretty good at supplying a lot of these things. But just in case, I'm going ahead and just leave them right there. And maybe eventually, if I find enough clothes, I'll go on ahead and leave a few supplies as well. A couple nicer outfits, a couple nicer shoes. Even though they do really. They have some purple and pink ones I like to wear with like weird dresses. Yes, I know it's Daisy, but sometimes you gotta dress up a little bit. Don't just go out killing Zeds. It is so much more fun to do that though, I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. Looks like they were cleaning up the coast, seeing what's going on from what I can hear in the other room. And of course, as you all know, Kaz is me and Kaz are married, so I get to hear him from around the corner. That's how I know he didn't make it there yet. I thought he did at first. Let's take a look here. Anything new going on? Alright, and of course, if you guys have anything you want to trade or do, please go ahead and head over to the trades channel. Earlier today, it looked like... Buy for you. Looks like they had some things going on earlier today. I don't see anything new since about 30 minutes ago. Someone's eating dinner, and then they'll see about getting on to trade. And of course, if you have any Photoshop or screenshots of things that are pretty interesting, go on ahead and post it on the photo screenshots part of the Discord. Keep everything very lively. I try to keep adding memes to the meme channel. Sorry, I'm reading the memes here. Let's see. Want to take a look, make sure there's nothing new I'm not missing. Oh, looks like Kirk is still working on some more of the mods on different things. Interesting. Okay. So if y'all decide to do the Nova Coast server, which is where I'm on, you have a couple new players going out there. And Fallen went ahead and posted here, there's military AI, police AI, bears, and wolves. And apparently there's a rumor about cannibals, but I don't know how much that is because I went to the airfield and there was nothing there that I found was a cannibal. Well, zombies are cannibals, I guess. Mm. Anyway, like I said, tomorrow about noon, 1 o'clock, I'm going to go on ahead and see if there's going to be a little friendly boxing match. And if anyone wants to join, go right ahead. Tomorrow's like a test run to see how things go and what else I needed to fix. Oh, hello. Well, looks like a freshie just ran through here. Hello, freshie. You'd like to come back? So, well, that was interesting. Well, looks like the freshie took off. But again, if you're in this general area, not far from Radio Zenit, you can either feel free to stop by and we'll have a chat, or you can go on ahead and check out where that Santa Crash may have gone. I still have no idea where it is. Apparently my husband has gone looking for it too and still cannot find that either. But I know it sounded really, really close. Maybe to my right. For me. Which way am I looking? Yeah, I don't know. But I heard two of them, which was weird, because normally you can only hear one. Maybe someone was messing with me. Now let's go to the Tips and Tricks channel, see if there's anything new to learn. Slowpoke Rodriguez posted information about driving. So for those of you who are newer to the driving area, you can go on ahead and take a look at the Tips, Tricks, and Hints channel. He told you about ways of keeping control of your car. But you also have to be aware, depending on your computer and your internet, you have a higher chance of either desync, lag, or basically crashing and dying. So I know a lot of the people here prefer either off-roads or Hummers. They're a little bit slower and easier for those who, Hummers in particular, especially if you're going slow, you have a higher chance of lagging and not dying than you do in the Gunter. Huh? What's near Devil's Castle? Oh, there is a Santa crash near Devil's Castle. And there is a large tent that came with the crash if anyone is interested. It is 30 minutes till restart, so if y'all are interested in that, I would go ahead and go now. Depending on how your server is and thing, you might be able to run it within 10-15 minutes, or you might be able to drive there within 10. So, going ahead and head over to Santa Crash. I'm going to confirm there's a tent, but they are leaving it there because they don't need it. So, if you want to anyone interested in tents and has the radio, go on ahead and make sure to head over and find that Santa Crash, take the tent, and if you can, go ahead and grab some of that reindeer meat. Now, if it's closer to the restart time, about 10 minutes till, like I said, you're going to want to go on ahead and log off. Everyone knows if you are unconscious or, well, basically dead at restart, you will lose everything. You'll wake up as a beautiful little freshie on the coast, and all of your good gear is gone. That's also why I tell you go on ahead and make sure that you keep your gate locked up and you're already out of the way. I myself like to log off about 10 minutes till. It's very rare that you'll catch me on after. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right.
Charles, leave mine on the trailer.
Out, please. Love you. Anyway. Now I don't have anyone on the coast tell me if they found a train or not. So hopefully I'll let you know where the nearest train spawns are. I don't even know if they've been checked. I know they're usually vary anywhere between Camarovo all the way up towards Riffy. And just past Riffy towards the Fetlow, and that little S-curve is usually one of the better trains. On that one I can usually find me a decent tent. But every once in a while, if you're heading over to South Trader, you can run into one there. And those are the ones I found canopy tents on, but the bigger, medium, and larger tents I found on the trains up towards Riffy. And of course, I honestly haven't gotten anything good off one of the trains over by Devil's Castle and all that. But I heard that you can get decent loot there. I just haven't seen it because normally I don't run the tracks. A lot of times when I need nails and building supplies, I go ahead and kill zombies down on the coast. You gotta watch out for Fretchies, of course, because they don't know the rules when they come in here. That's why we have all of our players place a ticket, so you can go on ahead and sometimes. I'm talking low.
Yeah.
Oh, let me.
Get your microphone closer to your mouth.
Okay. All right. So that way you can go on ahead and see about learning the game. Go ahead. I don't have any new news in the killing. It is being looked into, so it's being handled, which is a good thing. Let's take a look here. Don't want to look at that one. I think some of the people here posted in the Winter Trenaris under the non-general Trenaris side, so be careful when posting in the Discord, people. All right. Go. And probably once we get off here, I'm going to go ahead and head back over to one of Neo's other little servers here. Because again, it is all my favorite things. I like checking out these new modded servers. Next one, I really do need to get back on Pacific Northwest because I don't even remember where I'm at there. And I'm going to go ahead and get on Sakal. I haven't been on Sakal in a hot minute since I think they may have been wiped since the last time I was on. But going ahead and record me doing some living through there. Now, if you are on to call for some of the newer players here, it is a death zone and freezing temperatures. First thing you want to do is go ahead and get yourself a fire to keep you warm. You can always make a torch. You need a short stick and some rags. You can dip the rags in gasoline, that makes them last longer. Or you can just go ahead and light them up. And oh, one of the other things I learned, I don't remember if I've talked about this yet or not. If you take 2 things of rags, full 6 out of 6 packs, put them together, you can craft a rope. Yep, if you need a rope, go ahead and cut up some clothes. That way you can make your shelters, because all you need is your hands and maybe some bandages, because you know you're going to cut yourself. Preferably wear gloves, but they can go ahead and destroy your gloves, so be careful with that. If you have a bunch of rags, you can go ahead and make some rope with it if you don't have any. Try to keep an eye on things, make sure there's nothing I'm missing. I might head off and log off a little earlier today because I'm already getting tired. That's why I said I only have like Sundays off now, so I can do the little friendly boxing match tomorrow between Mutes and Ernie. And if anyone else wants to go on ahead, again, this is a friendly boxing match happening at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. What, honey? No, we're not beating them to death. They had to be resuscitated. The reason why I'm calling it friendly is keep all your good gear at home. You're going to fight until you're uncon. And once you're uncon, we're going to go ahead and resuscitate you and bring you back.
I love you, Mallory.
Looks like Kaz is hanging out here not far from here. Because he had his radio on with the car gunter part. He does like to come and go randomly. So let me go on ahead. I don't know if the radio mission's on because I think my battery died for my radio.
Radio mission ended.
It did end? Okay. Okay, so the radio mission has indeed ended. Looks like someone may have gotten to it. I don't know if it ran out of time or whatnot, but there is 14 minutes until I'm about to log off. Is there anyone else that would like to talk about anything going on in the Discord?
How awesome Mallory
He's biased, y'all. He married Mallory.
is. Wonder what the 92112 is about.
Anyway. So, as y'all know, I'm going to go ahead and make a channel for that event once I see how things go tomorrow. So if anyone here is interested in doing a boxing match, I have not figured out what the prizes are going to be yet. But once I post the event page, I'll go ahead and give a list out of there. First place, second place, third place type thing. And I need everyone to do a sign up if they're interested. The reason for the sign up sheet is so that I can make sure to keep my tournament acknowledgement available. Because I will be writing everyone down. So if you are going to be interested once I post the events, I'm going to need whatever your in-game name is going to be. So that this way I can do a tally and set up basically a chart for whoever goes against each other. So, and this one will be a fight to the death. So once you die, you are going to be out of the running for this tournament. And of course, you know, it'll be fast fit, so you can come back. But of course, if you are out, you are out. You're going to be sitting there with the bystanders watching. I'll make sure to have plenty of food stocked up to the side. And since it's going to be around the South Trader area, there's always a well for water. And again, whenever we do events that are fight to the death, you make sure you leave all of your good gear at home, which means if you come in with your gear and you die and you lose it, it will not be replaced. Because you are being warned that you need to leave it at home or find somewhere to stash it. You can't always find a little area, stash it in a crate, depending on what you have, of course. I know a lot of people have like little stash areas because they don't have enough to build up a full base yet, but hopefully we can do some building, like a box of building supplies to help you guys get started. And of course, one of the things will be either a little box of building supplies or you can pick a flag, is what I'm thinking one of them might be. But we'll see how things go. We're going to figure out how the setup goes tomorrow and if I need to update it, what I need to fix. And that'll make that determination for this upcoming event. And like I said, if anyone here is listening and they have any general ideas on what kind of events they want to do, you can go on ahead and post it, and we can see what check with the admins and see what we can get made for you. And I do apologize for a lot of the quiet time on here tonight. You know, normally I do love talking, but I'm trying to get information on the side, and when I try to get information on the side, things happen. I wonder if Kaz knows he left his backpack here.
Kaz knows his wife will grab his backpack.
Uh, yep, he does know his wife will grab his backpack. I wonder what's in it though, y'all. So once I'm done here, I'm gonna go ahead and go over there and check it out and see what we have in it. Um, Especially since it looks like we're gonna have restart soon anyway, so you guys know I'll be logging off in about 10 more minutes. So let's go ahead. We're just gonna go over the rules real quick for as a reminder. As you all know, we are a PVE server. We are a PVE server. There is to be no killing on site. If you are in the mood and you have some friends, go over to Northwest Airfield or Tizzy. Those are two areas inside the fence line that you are allowed to kill each other, set booby traps, etc. And of course, one of the big things here is both players must be inside the fence line. So you cannot shoot someone outside the fence line or outside from to in the fence line for it to count. If you do, you will be banned. And once more, you cannot build within 500 feet of a military area, so they don't have anyone building.
500 meters.
I'm sorry, 500 meters to a military area. You think I know the metric system. And of course, you cannot build in any named areas, point of interest places, things like that. And of course, I like to harass the admins and tell them, hey, I'm going to build me a base right here at Radio Zenit, which this server has all the gas zones, the dynamic gas zones turned off. And so if you ever go anywhere else, just be aware there is dynamic gas zones on Chernarus. Okay. But they are turned off on this server because of the fact that we do more driving here because you spawn cars. And most people were dying from getting gas poisoning. These static gas zones are still active, which means that Riffy and Pavlova are still full of gas. So make sure you dress up in all NBC gear and have extra gas filters. My biggest issue with those places are I get lost at Riffy, so I usually end up dying anyway. You can find NBC gear and some of the missions. You can find it at fire stations, hospitals, gas filters. You can find their gas mask. And a lot of time I've had different people tell me otherwise, but you can find M4s, LARs, higher tiered guns at Pavlova and Riffy. Depends on when you go and if anyone's already been there. So that this way, if you want any of the better guns that you can't, and you notice when you go to the missions, you're only getting the smaller guns. I personally like the SKS. I really do, y'all. It is one of my more favorite guns. But you can get the better guns through there. If you can't find them at Northwest Airfield or Tizzy, or you're scared to go in there because they're PvP, go ahead and check out the static gas zones area for these weapons. Just make sure you're geared and you don't die. Every once in a while, you might get lucky. If you kill one of the zombies inside the gas stones, you can find a little pox antidote. These antidotes will help you if you get pox poisoning. Which, by the way, another thing, if you're on the server, you know your blood type. You go to the hospital, you find a blood collection kit. You'll go on ahead and draw your blood. If you've already checked your blood type, it'll shade on there. If not, you know it's your blood. Attach that blood bag to an IV start kit and keep it on you. Because if you decide to go to one of the gas zones, and you get gas and it's to the point where you're starting to lose blood, sometimes giving yourself fresh, clean blood that wasn't infected can also help save you. So for those that don't know, if you don't have a pox antidote, if you have a couple bags of your blood set aside, that will also help you, or at least whoever has the same blood type as you, and they're not infected, that'll also help you cure the gas poisoning from you and lets you live. I currently am O positive. I am more than happy to get some blood bags together and leave some of my blood somewhere for those who are positive, who have positive bloodlines. If you don't know what kind of blood type you are, you can always head over to one of the hospitals and try to find a little blood test kit and check it out. If any of our lovely players here are O negative, please feel free to go ahead and bleed yourself. because O negative can go to everybody on the server. When I was O negative at one point, I was basically a blood bag. Not like I'm good. I'm not good at PvP either, by the way. So that was what I did. I had no problem with that. I need to go on ahead. I have O positive. If I died, I want to make sure I had enough blood test kits. Go ahead and keep checking myself and killing myself till I get O negative. And then knowing my luck, because I did that when I'm on my way back to base to basically be a blood bag, a giant. I think it's a blood bag for all you thirsty vampires out there. I will probably end up dying and have to do it all over again. There's not enough blood test kits on the server to do that. But again, for all my lovely fans out there who have been listening, I'm going to be logging off here in about another 5 or 6 minutes. Is there anything else you listeners would like to talk or hear about?
Yeah, there's a bunch of raw meat at the North Trader. I need help cooking.
Oh, it looks like there's a bunch of raw
After
meat
restart.
that was left at
For
the.
you. Not for everyone else. I'll be you.
Oh, after restart, I have to go cook raw meat at the trader, y'all. Someone, Kaz, said there's a bunch of meat there for us to go on ahead and cook. So probably after restart and when I log back on, I'm going to go on ahead and head over to the North Trader and start cooking it. That way we have everything we need for our lovely, lovely fans here. So that this way they can go on ahead and get fed. And depending on what's there, I'm going to pack it all up and head down to the South Trader with it and drop it off. Only because, got to feed all the newbies. Preferably those who aren't killing people. So, actually, y'all, I might just log off a little early. This is Mel. Hoping everyone has a fantabulous evening. My son is making General Tso's chicken right now, and I ain't gonna lie, I should probably wait 5 more minutes, but I'm gonna go get me some. So, everyone, have fun. I will see y'all, a few of y'all tomorrow, and I'll see everyone else next weekend. This is Mal logging off.